Bucket for bucket, let's go shot for shot. Bucket for bucket, let's go shot for shot.
Start with Christina.
Hey Tosh, Christina Williams with iHeart Women's Sports. How did it feel to just be out there tonight and play your first game at Barclays?
And I was so excited. I don't think I slept a blink last night. I was excited to get out here today, excited to be in front of this crowd and on this court and just get out and play against someone else. Obviously, the score didn't go to our favor. There's a lot of good things. These preseason games are really important to really just let us know where we are, let us know where we have to have a little bit of a reality check. But also to remind us we still did a lot of good things tonight, but there's a lot of things that are a staple of us, like our rebounding, our defense, that we just need to be better in. So, yeah.
Can I ask a follow-up?
Yeah.
So do you feel like the defensive tone that you're known for, do you feel like it kind of translated tonight, or is there room for improvement?
For me?
The defensive tone usually said.
Yeah, I think tonight is really a feel. I feel like we started off really well in the first quarter. We won the first and the fourth quarter. Obviously, we had some holes in between, but the way that we started is the way that we want to play. But we have to be able to get stops. I think it's a testament to Connecticut. They played well, they moved the ball well. They're always an inside team, but when we're having to constantly pull the ball out of the net and take it from the baseline, it really sets us up for some trouble. So we got to be able to get some stops on the defensive end, be tougher, get the 50-50 balls, win the rebounding contest as well, because that's not something New York basketball typically loses, and I know that from playing against them before too. So we're just going to get back in the gym, flying out to Oregon tomorrow. So we're going to get back and we're going to be better.
Hi Tosh, thank you for taking the time. Tonight you got good and bad for the Stars tonight. You and Sabrina combined for 9 assists, but the Stars combined for 9 turnovers. But combined to shoot
3 of them were mine.
Yes.
Yeah.
But,
I'm gonna be real about myself before y'all can ever criticize me. So I'm gonna be real about myself. Sandy came in and said we had 9. I said 3 of them were mine. So I'm gonna be better there.
Fair enough. But also 15 and 22 from the field. You won for one. But
Yeah.
what did you make of your collaboration with Sabrina tonight, and how can you make it fully right by opening night?
I love it. I'm excited to play with Sabrina as well as I am everyone else on this team. We got we got to know each other a little bit at arrival, so I do have experience with playing with Sav, and from there, we just continue to grow. We're going to continue to grow. I want her job to be easier. I want her to be off the ball and be able to make some big plays and easy shots, so we're just going to continue to get better. But I thought tonight was a good first outing for us, but we do have to be better when teams are going to press us full court of getting that ball out and still facilitating our offense, whether the ball's in our hand or not.
Quick follow-up. If you could describe that collaboration in one word, you and Sav, what would it be?
Oh man, Sav funny as fuck. It's gonna be tough. I like that. It's gonna be tough.
Appreciate your time and insight.
Thank you.
Hi Tosh. As one of the players on this team that's a veteran in this league, when you're seeing some of the younger players like Marquisha and Jalen compete and show that confidence,
I love that
boost is
shit.
it to the team?
Man, I love that. For Q, I want to say Q has had a really great training camp. I can see her comfort level from playing in year 2. She makes the right reads. She moves well without the ball. She plays really well off of Stewie and JJ, which is great for our offense as well. And then on the defensive end, Q is a really good defender. I see her as a player that can be very much like Kalia Copper on both ends of the floor. I think that's a good comparison, but Q is her own player and her own person. So I'm excited to get to play with Q and to see where she continues to grow. And then Jalen, I think that last crossover says everything about her comfort level too. I'm really happy for her. Me and Jay have had a cool relationship too. That dynamic of making sure that I'm being a vet point guard to her, and likewise, she could be a point guard to me. I think it's a really cool bond that we're creating, and I love the way Jay plays. I know people will call her undersized, but that's a tough one. That's a tough one, right? On both ends of the floor. So again, I'm just really proud of all of our young ones. I think they've done a good job of from year 1 to year 2 of transitioning and just continuing to get better. Thank you.
Yep.
And you don't believe that where Tosh, you reacted when Jalen hit that 3 to end the game.
Oh,
How
I
you
was
so
stupid
hyped
on
with
that sideline. I know you saw me.
Yeah, I was all out in a great way to support her with that. And you said she reminds you a little bit of how you were when you was developing in the league.
Yeah.
Just your whole thoughts and just seeing her continue to grow with that and seeing Marine do what Marine does, which is knock down that 3
Man.
shoot him.
Jay, I've watched Jalen since she was in college, and I've always appreciated the defensive-minded player, how she pushes, she plays really fast, but she finds people, she finds her way to the basket, and she does a good job of leading too. As a second-year player, her voice is, you hear it all the time, and to have that confidence as a young player, young point guard, that's sometimes hard to find. So been really proud of the way that she's continuing to grow, taking her opportunities, right? She didn't play in the first half, gets in the second half and makes herself known immediately. And that's what you want out of players that don't go, oh, pity me or woe me, that come in are ready for their opportunities and understand who they are. And then Marine, I've said this before, Marine's one of my favorite hoopers. I love the way that she plays. I'm going to continue to instill confidence in her because I think that she needs to take some more shots and get to the rim and just be a little bit more selfish at times. And we play a selfless game of basketball, but when Marine is Marining, we're a better team all around.
Hi, Tosh. You spoke about the fact that this game is, you're able to see where you are. So in your own words, where would you say the team is?
I think today was a good day. Again, there was good things that we did. There's things that we can carry over, but I think today was a good wake-up call for us too. We've been playing against the guys all week, so when you get to play against another actual team that understands schemes and understands you as players, it presents a different, if you will, obstacle at points. So we're going to continue to be better. I said, rebounding, we got to be better. We got to be better from the free throw line of focusing and making shots. We got to get to the loose 50-50 balls. I think we got beat too much in transition defense of getting beat down the floor by players when we were kind of buddy running with them. So it's just, those are the things that excites me, is that's all effort and pride, right? And just kind of getting our bodies back. It's been a hard week and a half, 2 weeks of training camp. So just getting through that, and we're going to be better on Monday.
Awesome, thank you. We'll go over to Mel. Thank you.
Hey Mel, those of y'all that don't know, me and Mel been together, rocking together since high school. That's my guy.
Except I'm not gonna hang you all night so you can put up shots on it.
I know, that was a long time
How
ago.
would you compare being on this team now as opposed to several years ago when you won the championship with Washington? Between the two teams.
Very similar. I think that's what excites me a lot, is that 2019 DC team, we had so many weapons, we were versatile, we had the best bench in the league, we were so deep, and I see the same thing here in the Liberty. I would say the slightest difference is, though, the main thing is really the main thing here. Basketball is the main thing, so it doesn't matter, no matter what names we have on the roster, we're going to play the right way of basketball. The ball is always going to find the right person, and that's a really refreshing way to play, and that was kind of what we did in 2019 when we won. Who you want to pick? And so when we get this ball rolling, there's a lot of weapons on the offensive end that you have to choose from. And then when we can really disrupt and deflect on defense, we're going to be really good.
Go to Maddie and finish with Miles.
You guys on offensive rebounds, they had 12 and a lot of second chance points, and you guys had
They
3.
had 23 off of their second chance points, 23 points.
Thank you. But when you play like a 5-out system, or you're playing a lot on the perimeter, rebounding is really important and crucial to crash the glass. And so do you think that was more of like a just like evolving, it's gonna evolve as you guys play more in routine, or do you think that there's more effort that needs to be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think tonight was like, again, we talk about just like a reality check, and the reality check doesn't have to be in a bad way. There's no one in this locker room hanging their heads. We know that it's not how you start, it's how you finish, and it's about the progression, and you want to peak at the right moment. So when we're reading through these numbers and we talk about the hard facts and the hard truth, you can't be blind from it, right? So we see how bad we lost in the rebounding, we're gonna be better in rebounding on Monday. And that's just us taking pride and ownership as players and accountability of, those are just effort and pride things most of the time. But when shots are going up and they are playing on the perimeter and long shots go to long rebounds, we gotta find bodies. And if not, we gotta crash rebound, guards gotta come in and help. But it's a total team effort.
Hey Tosh,
So,
today was your first time in game action with Jonquel, and just watching the two of you defend at the top of the key, defend on the perimeter, she's hedging, she's showing, she's recovering.
Mhm.
What does it mean to your game to have a big like that who's so athletic, and now that you've got some game reps with her?
yeah, I mean, it's everything for me as a defensive player. I'm a player that gets up, I get in people's stuff. Sometimes I put myself in hard situations. With coming over screens, I gotta navigate staggers a lot of times. So that backside help and knowing that I'm protected behind me makes the biggest, like, truly sigh of relief for me. Knowing that I can get up and pressure the ball, knowing that I have not only JJ, but I have Stewie back there, I have KB back there. I don't know if you saw us tonight. We're gonna get some of them blocks that was called fouls, but yeah, we're gonna get there.
Thanks, Tosh.
Thanks, Tosh.
Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all.
You thought you were gonna mic check for a second.
Mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2.
We'll be right back.